Hello everyone, my name is Marcello Kolax and you are watching the European Energy Outlook for the week starting 24th of February 2025. And boy, are we at an important turning point. Personally, I believe that the bears have a good chance at continuing lower, but we are facing some really important support levels that need to be cleared first in order to put the bears fully in charge, even for the medium term. Alright, what does that mean for us? Let's have a look at the charts. Of course, as always, it's always starting with a disclaimer. Everything you see here is just my personal opinions. Of course, it is not real trading advice. You wouldn't take trading advice from a guy online, right? Okay, so this is how we start this week. That's the Clever Markets dashboard, and you can see it's predominantly bearish all across the board for European gas and power. However, there is a chance for the market to move a little bit sideways early this week. We have some really clearly defined sideways ranges, and there's even a chance of a bounce. So we must be really careful. But even if we were to bounce for the TTF, NBP, EUAs, German power, even if we were to bounce, the market has still a good chance at eventually pushing lower. And of course, as always, we start with the TTF sentiment survey. So this is the results from one week to another. So every week I do ask my energy network on LinkedIn where they think the market might be going next. And you can see here from one week to another, we do have a greater share of bearish traders in the market early this week. And the people who are neutral or indecisive, have no opinion, they have not changed very much. So it's mostly coming from those who were previously bullish that are now more bearish. And we are working with some really clear bearish confirmation triggers. So if these bears are confirmed, we might be in for a bearish follow through. Okay, so let's have a look at the charts themselves. And of course, I need to make myself much smaller. So we start with the outlook. So on the TTF front month, NBP front month, TTF front season, NBP front season, German power, EUAs, Brent, API2, Henry Hub and JKM. We are seeing that on most markets last week we ended with two, let's call it hesitation or even bullish reversal candles, right? And they're all more or less at important support levels. On the TTF front month, we do have two spinning tops, I want to say. We have on the NBP front month, we have a doji and not quite a hammer. And on the TTF front season, we have an inverted hammer and a spinning top. On the NBP front season, we have an inverted hammer almost and a hammer. On the German power markets, we have a doji and something that with an upper wick, with a long upper wick, not quite a doji or inverted hammer. On the EUAs, we do have a bullish engulfing candle and so on, right? So what does this mean? It means that the markets are set up for a bullish move, but it's not confirmed yet. For all these markets, in order for not even for a bullish move, just for an upside correction to materialize, we need to see a move above these candle ranges, or the bears would simply continue if we push below these candle ranges this Monday morning or on Tuesday maybe. So because we ended last week with a little bit of hesitation, I think it might take the market at the start of this week a little bit of time before re-establishing a firm direction. So I say, yeah, maybe a little bit sideways on Monday before we continue lower. When is all of this wrong? Well, if we push higher. So let's have a look at the TTF front month first. On the weekly chart, zoomed out, we are without a doubt bullish within the ascending channel, right? That's just a fact of life right now. But notice how a couple of weeks ago we did have this bearish hanging man candle pattern, usually leads to losses, which was then confirmed with a move below low here, right, from the hanging man candle pattern. And what is this? This is a bearish engulfing, another bearish candle pattern. So it's all looking pretty bearish to me. We will at least test the channel support near 4317. Stochastic is giving me a good indication that this might happen because we did get a bearish signal here. However, the MACD, so our momentum tool, is still firmly bullish. And what we are seeing here for now, at least for now, at the end of last week, is just a corrective move, right? So with this information at hand, it looks like we would be able to trade the down leg on the daily chart before then before the market bounces and continues higher. But it all hinges at 43.17. If we move below that, even if we get like a weekly close below that, then the bears are fully in charge. On the TTF daily season, on the TTF front month daily chart, it looks like this. So we do have this spinning top, then kind of a spinning top, not quite a hammer, whatever it might be. It's showing us that the bears for now are not continuing lower. And yes, we would get a bullish corrective move above 4830. I don't see it really happening yet because volume is strongly bearish. Momentum just gave us a bearish signal. There's no bullish indication on the stochastic. So I think that this bullish setup could be ignored this Monday morning and we could just push towards this important support level on the daily chart in the low 40s region. Remember, on the weekly chart, that is the 43.17. On the daily chart, 43.17 is right here, which is near the border or the channel or the trendline border support, right? We do have the 200-day exponential moving average just below it as well. So it's all looking pretty bearish to me. If the level holds 4565, then we might see a corrective move higher before we continue lower again. So where we will push this morning or on Monday is best observed on the hourly chart. And here I have to say, over the past couple of swings, the down legs have become shorter and shorter, right? We are not making as strong of a bearish move as we did here. And then it's getting shorter here and even shorter here. And here it's almost non-existent, where we are almost in the sideways range of 4570, 4872, right? So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant this morning. But overall, below 4570, I think we could definitely test 4317, the important level on the daily chart. Also, please take note of this really high volume at the end of last week on the red candles. So this is usually encouraging for the bears, but because it happened at the end of the session and at the end of the week, I am not taking this as a strong bearish signal. Maybe people were just closing out some remaining open positions. But looking at the broader picture, we are still bearish, right? Yes, bearish momentum has declined over the past couple of swings as seen here, right? But we are now pushing lower again. We see that the DMI minus is well above the DMI plus and the ADX is rising, so the white line, which means the bears are in charge overall. So this is all for the TTF front month. If you do have any questions for me, find me on LinkedIn. My name is Marcello Kolak. Also check out the website hello@clevermarkets.com if you are not already having contacted us. Everyone, have a good week. We are the remote technical analysis desk for European energy trading houses. So look us up. We will help you. See you around. Bye bye.